All right, back here on the Kristian Garic Show here on this Tuesday afternoon in the 12 o'clock hour. That means Chase Spears steps into the conversation. Dr. Chase Spears, contributor at AmericanMind.org, Real Clear Defense, also retired Army Major. I'm running out of titles to bestow upon him. Chase, good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, just call me a friend, Kristian. I'm well. How are you, buddy?
Good. How was Thanksgiving? How's the family?
Oh, thanks for asking. It was wonderful. We stayed here locally at the house. We invited over another family who's attending the Command and General Staff College, a wonderful family that we attend church with. So it was nice to get to know them a little bit better and let the kids run around and play and just sharing the meal and the celebration. So it was a wonderful day for us. How about on your end?
Excellent for us as well. Did not enjoy paying 19% more for my Thanksgiving meal than I did the year before, but that is a conversation for another day. Let's get right to it. Joe Biden on a Sunday. Imagine that. The news dump is now on a Sunday where he pardons his son, Hunter Biden, for 11 years' worth of possible crimes. How does that make you feel?
It's been really interesting in watching how for the last several years, we've heard Democrats rail about how no one is above the law. And in reality, no one should be above the law. But you and I and your listeners know that in reality, there are always certain people who are above the law. And this pardon just demonstrates that reality that we have seen throughout history. I talk about history a lot on the show. Throughout history, we've seen that there are people in power who the law was applied to the subjects, but the law was not applied to them or to their family members or to their cronies or to their close friends or confidants. And so once again, we see that is still the reality here. So, the Democrat Party can rail all they want that no one is above the law, but they made it very clear on Sunday that Hunter Biden at least certainly is, and it's not being well received. I saw today even Chuck Todd is angry about this, and so it's pretty clear that Joe Biden is out for himself and his family, and he's willing to, let the Democrats try to figure out where they're going to go next on their talking points, because now anyone that Trump pardons coming up, he has cover politically for what Biden has done.
I don't think we're finished with the pardons. I think he's going to pardon himself, his family. I think it's going to be like an Oprah Winfrey. Everybody gets a pardon. You get a pardon.
It very well may be. And here's what's frustrating for me, Kristian, is President Biden is saying that the reason that he needed to do this pardon was because this was a politically motivated witch hunt prosecution. I would like to point out this prosecution happened under his own Justice Department. It was referred by his own Attorney General. These are the same people who are still doggedly pursuing pro-life advocates. These are the same people who are still mistreating January 6th defendants. They're still going after physicians and nurses who expose fraud in hospitals when it relates to so-called gender transition. So it's interesting that we've heard for the last several years the administrative state telling us the Department of Justice is above all reproach. They're non-political. They're not politically motivated. And now we have the sitting president of the United States saying this is politically motivated. And so I had to get involved. And so he's just really undermined all their talking points and everything that they've been saying about how supposedly apolitical they are for years. And you got to know that the people involved at the Department of Justice are probably not very amused at this, but this is who they supported.